it's ends to the league losing streak, and it's a valuable point at home to the league leaders. It could have gone either way, couldn't it?
Yeah, I think the first 20 minutes, I think they had the edge. They was turning us all the time. We knew what they were going to try and throw at us. In the first 20 minutes they threw it, and then one of their lads got injured. I think that was a bit of a turning point for us to again get a foothold. I think we controlled the game, dominated the game after that up to half time, and stupid decision from our most experienced player, sent off, and we're going to have to defend for our lives for 50 minutes to hold out. We score a good goal. It's a good worked goal. It's a good 1-0 up for half time, and we had to have a good decision about what formation we'd play to accommodate that, because I think we had two centre halves. If we just played one, I think we would have been outdone. So we went with the two up, and I think it worked. Disappointing to have conceded late on, but the lads, credit to them, they threw the bodies on the line. To be fair, Penistone, the last 25 minutes they had more of it. They had loads of shots, didn't hit the target as much as what I thought, but our lads were just, the defending from our lads was just class today, blocking everything, 2-3 players just behind the ball, making sure that we're not going to concede anymore and we were going to get the point. And before the game we'd probably take a 1-1 draw against top of the league, but I think we were a bit gutted that we couldn't have come away with all 3 points. I think that's probably what we deserved.
We talk about some really good defending today from the Bulls, and amongst them was a debutant in Brad Mears, who only just signed earlier this week. A brilliant debut, surely. Yeah,
it's another young lad. It's what we're trying to achieve now. Got some young lads in that can play, but also want it a bit more. Want to play for this shirt. And Brad's another character like that. Yes, there's going to be question marks on him, up and down the field, and can he do this, can he do that? But that's what we need to work with. What we want is young players in that want to be here and want to play for the club. It's not all about money, and he's a prime example for that. So I can't wait to get him really working hard with us.
And whilst they worked tirelessly at the back to keep Penistone out, at the other end perhaps there was a chance or two to double the score and perhaps put the game to bed late on, and that must be frustrating for everyone involved. Really.
Yeah, I think look, in the first half we've had 2. We should have scored out of the 3. We scored 1 of the 3. And I think second half we broke away. They've had a lot of the ball. We broke away twice really well. Doug's has broke away really, really good. And another day, with 2v1, and we should have probably scored both of those chances, and that would have put the game to bed. And it wasn't to be. We didn't do it, and we did get punished the other side. But like I say, credit to him, I'd have took that at the start of the game. So I can't be too harsh on the lads. When we talk about 10 men for 50 minutes, it's a hard thing to try and come out with a point, and I'm proud of them today.
There's a really dramatic upturn in performances as well over the last week. 3 games, 3 good results. 2 cup wins and a draw against top of the league. This game especially. How do you think that they would have fared 3 or 4 weeks ago when form was quite different?
Yeah, I'd say to you it's a rut, and how we get out of that is just by working harder than the opposition. Work harder than the opposition, we create more chances. Hopefully we'll put them away, and then if we can sort out the back 4, which we've changed from a 3 to a 4, which I think is working at the moment. And JJ and Cam solid at the back, slowing in. Brad did really well today, and Hugo getting back in the sticks did really well. Like I say, it's just work harder, and look like you want to play for the club, and get your just reward. And I think we got it today, just because they wanted to work harder.
And Maguire will likely be available on Tuesday night, but after that it's going to be most likely 3 games out as well. Are you confident someone's going to be able to fill that role, which he's usually in for AFC?
Yeah, that's what we talked about the other day. We've got strength in depth. We've got we're missing 3 or 4 big players today. So for me, we've got plenty of players that can do that job, and we've seen it before that can do that job while Jamie's not here. So we've got plenty of players. I've got every faith in everyone in my squad.
And taking a lot of confidence today from a good 1-1 draw against top of the league with 10 men for half the game, and important confidence going forward onto another Tuesday night game at home to Silverton.
Yeah, I can't wait for it now. Now we're starting to get that win behind ourselves. I can't wait for Tuesday. We need these games to keep coming, because at the moment we're in a different kind of rut where we just can't seem to lose. So we have to make sure we get them back on it, and we need to turn now. We've done really well in the 2 cup competitions. We need to get points on the board in the league, so we've got a good couple of runs now with league games. Just got to make sure we start getting some more points than just 1 on the board, and start climbing up the ladder. And I think the table is a little bit false at the moment. However, we have lost the games that have put us there, so we have to make sure that we start winning now, just get us away from that little danger that we're in.